Okay, thank you.
I've doing some manipulations here because I think there's something about the eyes that there's a whole lot going on in the image, but since you're recording, it means you would have access to everything I do.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I need the eyes to have you know what catch lights are?
To do what?
Do you know what catch lights are? Catch lights.
No, 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 no.
So catch lights are the light in the eyeball. That's this light reflecting here. So I
Okay.
want both eyes to have the same catch light. So I'm going to take this catch light from here and take it over here. So that's what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this layer with Command J.
Actually,
Then
I'm stuck on the screen where there is an image.
you're stuck on where?
I'm only seeing the screen. The screen is showing me the image still. I'm not seeing that the
You're not seeing the layers.
yeah.
Okay. Can you see the image moving?
No, 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 no.
This is the problem with zoom of a thing.
Hmm.
Zoom is just something else. I don't understand. Always this problem. Can you see it now?
It is starting screen sharing.
Okay. Can you see the image?
No, it is just loading. They tell me check Daniels. I started sharing screen.
But you can't see the image yet.
Yeah.
Let me know when you see it so we can move on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see it now.
So can we move on?
Yes, please.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me put this down. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you can see my screen, Abby.
Yeah, I can see even the cursor moving.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So let's select this layer up here, the duplicated one. Then what I'm going to do is I'll try different methods. I'll see which one works. I'm going to try copying. That we don't work. Command Z. Yeah. So I'll copy from here. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Then try. Yeah. Then drag it over to this. I think
Are
it's
you
better.
using you're using the patch tool, right?
Yes, I'm using the patch tool.
Okay.
So I'll use I'm gonna select it. Boom. Okay. Let me use the patch tool to select it. Then I'll do Command C to make it to do what we call free transform, to make it mobile with Command C. Then you move it around. So I'll just place it. Just I think it may be too high. So and Command C. Then bring it down slightly. So let's zoom out. Let's see what this is. Good. So the eyes look more interesting now. The eyes look compared to if I undo this, you see, looks like only one eye is.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So they are both eyes look interesting now. So I'm still going to do some transformations on this particular layer. For example, I would yeah, I'm going to because this eye looks bigger than this one. So I'm going to make them equal size. Then so let's go to liquify. Liquify helps you manipulate the shape of things. So uh, okay, okay, let's go to liquify. Let's create a new layer up here. Command Shift and Alt. Then you click on E. That's Command Shift Alt E. Then you do a Command C. No, sorry, you go to filter and then you do liquify. This should look better now. Good. Then increase the size of this eye. You see, you can increase the size of this left eye or the right eye. The left eye or the right eye. You can manipulate them individually. So what I'm going to do is increase the size of the left eye. So it's at the same level as the right eye, or the same size as the right eye. Then the nose, I think the nose is a bit too wide. So I'm going to reduce that a bit here. Then probably get this brush and push it in with the reflector there. Mm-hmm. So that's okay. So let me return this one. Right. So I'm going to narrow the jawline a bit. Trust me, I don't do this for every. I don't do this for every image or every model. I'm
Okay.
just doing this because I had an issue with the facial structure of this particular model.
Oh.
For most of the images on my page, I don't do this. I don't do this. I just particularly did not like the shape of his face. So I did this shoot, was it very early last year? Very early last year. That was when I did this shoot. And I didn't edit images since then. And then the makeup artist had an issue with me over this image. And we just started working together again because we didn't work together for a while because I didn't retouch his pictures. Then we started talking again. Because I told her I didn't like the pictures and we have to take a break and then get back to them. Because when I don't like an image, I may take months without editing it. And then I'll just come back to it and then I'll at that point know exactly what to do to that image to make it work out. So that's the relationship I have with this image.
Mm.
So you see, I'm able to leave the image and come back to it and make it work. So I'm going to, also do a little clean up to the background and the hair flying around on the background. I won't do too much, but so I'm going to get a patch tool, make the hardness 0. So let's do a patch tool. That's a clone stamp tool. Sorry. I'm going to get clone stamp to make the hardness 0. Give it something around this size. Then select a clean spot. Use Alt. Select a clean spot. Are you
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
a clone stamp tool?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why I make the hardness 0 is so the edges are soft. I like to keep the edges soft whenever I'm working on the edges of the hair. So keep it clean. So beautiful. This image as prospect. I see something good coming out of it. So I'm going to use the patch tool now to do some cleanup. So I'll just keep selecting and dragging. Is this a picture? Lots of reflections in this room. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. We have a little more work to do. So let's go back to Notify and let's pop the hair out a little more. I need this hair to come to life a little more. Hair is looking more beautiful. But the hair looks nice. Better. Then I need to get rid of some of this hair on the shoulders. This thing is very duplicated again. Because the advantage of duplicating is you want to have as many, should I call them insurance layers as possible. So so what country are you again?
What do you mean?
Hello? Yeah, you what country?
Oh, I'm in Canada.
Okay.
You know.
No, that was destructive. I don't think I should do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I won't do that. I'll leave it like that. Let me not ruin the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use for the hair. I'm going to go into the hair and then remove strands that I don't like, strands I have issues with, and I'm going to be doing that with this tool called Fox Healing Brush Tool. It's a very intuitive tool. I'm going to select content aware. Yeah, make sure content aware is selected when you select that tool. I hope you understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use alt or anything. Just take the brush over, rub the brush over the hair you want to remove, the individual hair strand you want to get rid of, and then just disappears. All right, are you still with me? Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, I haven't been talking for a while.
It's okay.
Yeah, retouching can take time like this. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Beauty retouching can take time like this, especially when you're trying to create perfection.
Yeah.
Um, the reason why I'm not feeling the time, trust me, you will not feel the time. When you're working on your own image, you will not feel the time. You will just be concerned about creating perfection. You won't feel the time, trust me. You will not.
Mm.
You're only feeling the time because you're in a class. That's why you're probably feeling the time. So I'll just use the patch tool and quickly get rid of some of those flaws on the screen. So I'm going to work on the veins in the eye. Typically, I don't do everything I'm doing now on every image. I don't. But
Oh,
I'm trying to teach you everything. So that's why I'm doing everything. So then it's up to you after learning to know, okay, when you're retouching your own images, which one you want to do and which one you want to keep. But I'm going to teach you everything.
you use the healing blush for the eyes, right?
Yes, I used the healing brush. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using it to get rid of
The
the
red.
veins in the eye. So you'll notice that this what I'm doing right now is quite similar to what I did in the video I sent you.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whiten the eyes now. I'm gonna use no, let me take a step before whitening the eyes. Let me do a little bit of frequency separation. Are you familiar with frequency separation?
Yeah. Texture and colors.
Yes, I'm gonna flatten the image. Mm, yeah, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use an action since to make things fast, I'll use an action because in the video I sent you, I taught how to do it manually and all of that. So I don't think I need to go into that. So I'll just do it. I'll do
So
it uh, with an action. Yeah, I can hear you.
what does the flatten mean? The flatten you did with the layers.
It merges all the layers into one layer, which is this
Oh,
one.
okay.
All the layers I've been working on are all merged into one.
Okay.
So then I'll carry out this frequency separation action. I'll use three. Yeah, I'll use it's three. Okay, okay, three is okay. Let me use three. Then the first thing I want to work on is the background. I'm going to smoothen the background. How I smoothen the background? I'm going to use the lasso tool to make a selection of all of the background. Now this only works on seamless background. It's only ideal for okay, this is too much. I'm going to use 20. My feathering is going to be 20. So I'll select it again. 50 was a bit too much. So select it. Then I would go to filter, blur, surface blur. So I'll leave this on 85 and 15, radius of 85, threshold of 15, and click on OK. Do you have a light? Is your Zoom license? Did you pay for a license?
The zoom?
Yeah, did you pay for a license?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So which means it's not gonna end anytime soon. So the next I'm gonna do is whiten the eyes like I did in the tutorials. I'll get to use saturation layer, reduce the saturation, then get a curves adjustment layer, draw the curve, raise it up from the middle, that's to brighten the eyes. I'm going to select both of them with command, hold command and select both of them, then click on command G. That merges everything into a group. Then you create a layer for it by coming here and just clicking on this. Then you invert the mask by using command I to invert the mask. That changes the effect from, are you familiar with masking?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll invert the mask from white to black. Then select a brush, use X to change the toggle from black to white. Then I'll paint over the white side of the eye. So that makes that effect visible over the white side of the eye, the white part of the eye. Yeah. So I'll zoom out a bit. That's too white. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back to hue saturation, reduce this to say 50. Then the curves I'm going to reduce it until it looks natural. So I think somewhere 40, 41 looks natural. So I'll leave it there. So let me turn off. Come on. Okay, not bad, not bad. I can work with this. So I'm going to close the group. Then I'm going to select another course because I need the patch light to be very bright. I'll invert again. Then I'll paint over the patch light, make them bright. Probably go over the most parts of the eyes, brighten it as well. Then zoom out. Then that's too bright. Then I'm going to reduce that until it looks just about patchy, but not excessive. Okay. I think somewhere there is perfect. This second eye still looks a bit sleepy. So let's merge everything together. So I'm going to click on one of the layers. Right click on any of the layers. Let's do it again. Right click on any of the layers and flatten image. Boom. Everything becomes flat. So I'm going to see if I can make a little change that would make this eye look less sleepy. Okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. So we can move on from here. So if I do a command Z and I go forward again, you can see some light was brought into that eye. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Command Z, and that's the change. So I just pull the eyes up a little, so that brought a little light to it. So let's move on, and everything from here on now should be fast because we're almost done. We've done all the major changes to the image that we needed to do. We've done most of the cosmetic surgery. I think I should save it at this point, so I don't stand a chance to lose the 1 hour we spent working. I'll save it as a Photoshop document. So I'm gonna do full separation now. Um, what do I keep it on? Okay, let's leave it true on 13. So 13, okay. Okay, let's leave it on 13. We just should be 13. Let's leave it on 13. Usually for headshots, I keep it at 13, or I do 12. I do either 12 or 13. Then for full body shots, I do anything between 3 and 5. Are you with me, please?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this tool called the Mixer Brush tool, and I'm going to use exact same settings above the screen. 30, 30, 20, 20. Just this selected, you understand, just the exact settings up here. If your brush is not working right, there's something here you're missing. You understand? So look
Oh,
at this up here and then make sure you use the settings, exact same settings up there. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna blend, 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 blend. So when retouching, you try to be less destructive. You don't want to lose the highlights and shadow distribution patterns in the face. You want to retain the structure. So which means you don't blend from shadows into highlights and from highlights into shadows. Which means when you use your brush within the highlights, you stay within the highlights. And when you move to the shadows, you stay within the shadows. You don't drag the same brush stroke from the shadows into the highlights
I
or
like.
from
Are
the
you
highlights
using?
into the shadows.
Excuse me.
I'm listening.
Are you using like an external mouse for brushing, or using the computer mouse?
I'm using a Wacom tablet.
Oh,
Do you have one of those?
which one?
A tablet. Do you have a tablet? A retouching tablet?
No, 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 no.
You can get one for $100 or less.
Oh, it's got a recharging tablet.
Yes, I will send you the link for one.
Okay.
I'll send you one that you can order on Amazon easily for $100 or less.
Okay. Thank you.
The one I've been using specifically that lasts for years. The one I'm using now lasts. I've been using it since 2000 since 2021. I've been
Wow.
using it since 2021, and yes, it's lasted that long for me. It's lasted that long. This is before, this is after, before and after. I don't know if I did a very good job, but I
Yeah,
think I tried.
it really looks good now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go over the hair just a bit. It's a very mild stroke because you don't want to destroy the hair. I'm not touching everywhere. I'm just doing it right there. Hmm. So let's do some high frequency or texture work. So here I'm gonna use 100%. No, sorry. Repeat clone stamp to I'll use 100% because I want to retain our skin details. I don't want to blend them out. So I'm gonna start. The goal for this is not to get rid of the texture. The goal with this is to make the texture even all over the face. So what you're doing is looking for uneven textures and replacing them with picking textures one place and replacing them with other textures so that textures all over the face is even. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You do perfectly understand my accent, right?
Yeah. I'm used to it.
Okay. You said you're used to Nigerians.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because mostly when I have foreign like American or Canadian students, it's mostly and when they have the American accent,
Yeah.
they hardly hear what I'm saying.
I could get you well.
Yeah. So you have to keep changing your selection point from time to time. Are you with me?
Yeah. Actually, most of the videos I've watched on YouTube, I've never seen those retouchers doing this in the texture layer. Maybe that's why your pictures come out with a good, how can I call it? Yeah, like the texture really looks natural.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I can see where it all comes from.
Yeah, I try to keep the textures very natural. I try to retain them.
Yeah, because some of them
Try
you
to retain them.
just they look a bit, retouched, plastic a bit.
Yeah.
But I could see now, it really looks good.
So I like to take my time with this texture layer. So everything comes out. So let me reduce the hardness a bit and then go over the forehead a little bit. Yeah. Because she seems to have too many textures on her forehead. I don't want it to pronounce there. Imagine now.
Wow.
Mhm. Okay. What does it like consistent then? Consistency. Mhm. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's it. So, yeah, so we move on to Dodge and Burn. That's global Dodge and Burn, not micro Dodge and Burn. I won't do micro Dodge and Burn today. So I'm gonna select this Dodge and Burn layers. They are called 50% gray layers. If you want to learn how to be, I'm missing an action today, but if you can look into the tutorial I sent for how to manually create them. Command J. I'm going to duplicate and I'm going to darken it's not eyeshadow. I think the eyeliner rather. I'm going to darken the eyeliner and I'm going to pick this tool called the Bronze tool. We have Dodge tool, Bronze tool. To burn, you work with the Bronze tool. To dodge, you dodge with the Dodge tool. So I'm going to select a ridiculously high number in the exposure, say 81%. Then I'll make the line, the brush size tiny, so it perfectly goes over the eyeliner. Then I'll go something like this. And I'll do the same thing for the other eye. So I promise you to take this call. Are we together? Hello?
Yes, yes.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a call. Okay, so let's go into Dodge and Burn. Now for Dodge and Burn, what you're trying to do is you're trying to darken the shadows and brighten the highlights in order to make the image more three-dimensional. You understand? In order to bring it more true to life and all that. It's more like contouring and highlighting, but in Photoshop. So I'm gonna turn off everything we've done so far on blending the skin so I can, see and hide this. So I can see the original skin, how the skin looked originally. That help me know how to naturally blend the shadows and highlights. I'm still gonna be using Dodge and Burn tools for this. So I would not use 81, I'll just use 1%. So that will keep everything natural. So an issue people have with frequency separation is some people say it's what do you call it? It kills the details in their images. But I've learned to manipulate it and to use it in a way that it actually gives me very natural results. Some people will say they use macro and burn to avoid losing detail with burn. And I really don't lose details when using frequency separation. It's about knowing how to perfectly make those brush strokes that end up looking natural. So if you look at what I'm doing, you see I'm burning along the shadow or the darker parts of the face to make those shadows deeper and enhancing the shape of the face. It's darken the eyeshadow, the eyebrows a little bit more. Then no, you just use to touch the hair a bit. The darker parts of the hair. It's just going to be very mild, not very much. At least be done. Then I'll go to the dodge layer, then switch over to the dodge tool. Still 1%. Then I won't touch the forehead because the burn tool darkens, the dodge tool brightens. So we use the burn tool on the shadows and then the dodge tool on the highlights. So I'm using the dodge tool on the highlight now. I'm not going to touch the forehead because the forehead is already too bright. So it's about intuition. Not everything is compulsory. Just do what needs to be done. Like this forehead is too bright. I'm not going to touch it because it's just going to look overdone. Yeah, I'll just go over the hair, uh, the bright parts of the hair to make those highlights pop even more. So what I'm going to do is I think it's going to be wise to reduce the opacity of this color edit layer of everything we did on that color edit layer to 75%. So I think the 100% is a bit intense. So let's just drop it to 75%. Or let's do 80%. Let's do 80%. 80%. 80%. So that's better. Let's do 80%. Because I think 100% is a bit too much. A bit too much. So let's do 80%. So let's drop the opacity of this bond layer just slightly. So say 60%. Do you understand what the opacity means?
Not reading.
Okay. Each layer has some work done on it. You understand? So
Yeah.
this bond layer has the bond layer done on it. So the more I reduce the opacity of the bond layer, the lower the effect. Opacity means visibility. The opposite of opaque is transparent. You understand? So
Oh, okay.
when I reduce the opacity of something, I'm reducing how visible something is. You understand?
Okay.
So if I'm reducing the opacity of the bond layer, I'm reducing how visible the entire thing done on that layer is. That's the extent to which it affects the image. I'm reducing that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Okay. So one next one you to do. Let me do a little cosmetic work before I start Dodge and burn. Okay. I'll just do some vibrance, increase the vibrance. Just let it affect invert. And I'm just gonna pick the brush and just mask it to affect just the lips. Make the lips more vibrant. Just the lips and the eyeshadows here. Just leave it there. Then I think I need to reduce that a bit. That was a lot. So somewhere around there is fine. So that's the magic. Then let's go into color grading. So the first thing I do when I want to color grade is I pick my curves adjustment layer. I pull this up a little. I pull the curves down. Let me explain the curves. Curves helps you work on the shadows, highlights, and midtones. That's to whether increase the shadows, increase the highlights, increase the midtones, to brighten each individual point in the image. Let me delete that point I just made. So this point is called the highlight. This point from here up, highlights, here midtones, and here shadows. The highlights represent the brightest part of the image. The midtones affect the middle, and then the shadows affect the darkest part of the images. So this part here represents the darkest side. This side here represents the brightest part. So what I'll do is when I use my cursor, push up the highlight, and you see the highlights pop. Then I'll push down the shadows.
I see.
So you can see the effects here.
Yeah.
So it gives it this pop. Let me see if midtones going higher, going low is better. Okay, I think going low is better. Okay, I like what I said there. Do the fine of talents if I like one thing. Okay, that works. That works. So okay, that works. So it gives this let me save this with something and I think I do a little more with the I think it works just at that point. So you could just play around with this and just figure out what works for you. But I like to give it that multi-dimensionality, that contrast that the curves gives you an image. So I like to play with that and achieve that. So what I'm going to do is next is I'm going to use selective color. So selective color allows you to pick individual colors on the skin, and it allows you to pick individual colors on the skin, and you get to edit them. You get to manipulate individual colors on the skin. Give me a second. All right. So you get to manipulate individual colors on the skin on the entire image. Now, each color here represents the colors on the image. For example, the reds will represent the skin because the skin will fall under red and yellows. So the skin is a mixture of reds and yellows. So if I want to manipulate color on the skin, I'll pick reds. Then what I do is I push this way and I push this way. whichever I prefer, I'll just do a little bit of it, like let's say three. Oh, okay, that's fine. The three is what I want. So now I'll just push here, push here. I think I like magenta, so I'll just put it down a little. Remember, you're trying to be very mild with these changes. Okay. And I think I'll reduce this um the effect there. So I'm having to attend to multiple inquiries at the same time while I'm doing the class. So I'm gonna add yellows if I like that. Push it down, see if I like that. Then let's reduce the yellows a bit. I think I like what I'm getting to reduce the yellow, but somewhere around three. The two would work. I'm seeing lots of so two would work. So everything is two, 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 two. Coincidentally, actually, not something with adding black. Okay, adding black looks beautiful. So I'll just let's make everything two, 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 two. You can just write two there. That's fine. So let's go to yellows. Let's see. Let's see what we can. Okay, so let's reduce reds and yellows. Let's also do two. What do we like? Okay. Minus one is what I want. Minus one. So these things are not planned out. You have to just keep editing on the along the way you figure out. You just have to keep pushing to the left, to the right, and let your eyes be the judge. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have this planned out. I don't have the specific colors I want. I'm just playing around. And I'll just so here I pick neutrals, because all these other colors don't exist in the image. So I'm
Yeah.
just pick red, yellows, neutrals, black, and then do the play around and you see what I like. Just minus one, minus one, good. I think plus one is better. So let's play here. Let's play here. A little yellow would do. Plus one. So, my one. Then let's go to blacks. So blacks is going to affect all the shadows, especially in the hair. So I'm going to add um, some cyan. So you need to look into the color theory because colors have opposites. The way the opposite of white is black, the opposite of cyan is red. So the more I keep reducing the cyan, the more reds I had. The opposite of magenta is green. So the more I keep reducing the magenta, the more greens I have. Then the opposite of yellow is blue. So the more I keep reducing the yellows, the more blues get into the image. So
Mm.
I'm also gonna push here, see what I like. Oh, I love this green added to the shadows. I'll just do a minus two. I'll push here, I'll push here. Which one do I like? I don't. Oh, I think blues will do the magic. Hold on. Okay. So usually when working with blacks, I usually add yellows to blacks. But the blue is just as appealing as the yellows this time around. But no, I'll add yellows. I'm loyal to my yellows. So I usually add yellows to the shadows, so it brings a bit of life into the uh okay. So this is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. So what do we do next? Okay. So what I'm gonna do next, trust me, I have none of this plan. I just look at the image for a while and then I know what it needs, like what tool to apply to apply. So that's why you need to do lots of experimental editing. So you can learn all these tools. So I'm gonna do some levels. I think I should add a little. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. So 5 is okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight. I wouldn't dare add shadows because if I add shadows to this image, it's gonna darken the shadows in this image, and this image already has rich shadows, and I don't want to play with that. If I'm not gonna lie, I think this image is fine like this. So let me see. Would adding vibrance be excessive, or would it do the work? I think vibrance is not bad, but I just have to use my sense. So I can just stop at 13. 13 is okay. Then I'm gonna add some noise to this image. So I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna add noise, but I'm gonna put the noise on a 50% gray layer. So this is one of the 50% gray layers I would use. So I'm just gonna take it to the top, then filter, noise, add noise. Make sure you select Gaussian and you select monochromatic. Then you just put it to an extent that the image needs. I think this 8 that's here is already perfect. So I'll just click OK. For some images, I like to put a little more noise. So noise is a way I sharpen portraits without I sharpen portraits with noise, so I don't use the sharpening effect because that makes it just excessive. So I like to use noise, just throw some noise over the whole image, and it just brings it to life. So we're done with this image. So now I'm just gonna save it. All right. So do you have any questions for today? Do you have this class recorded?
What I mean?
Do you have it recorded?
Yes, please.
You have the class recorded of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all.
Wow.
Do you have any questions?
There's been really, really, really educative, man. It has opened my eyes a lot. Just that I need to practice some of the vibrancy and the revels and the curves.
This
Yeah.
is for, let me copy all these things and then put them to one group. So this is before and this is after. So this is before and after.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So without questions, we'll have to end the class. I'm gonna be posting this image now, and I'll probably tag you on it as it was retouched during an online retouching class with my student. All right. So have a good day.
Okay,
Take
thank you.
care.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. What time tomorrow?
Same time?
Oh no, tomorrow has to be evening, Nigerian time, because I have a shoot in the afternoon. I have a shoot. So let's do evening Nigerian time. How about that?
Because tomorrow I'm also a bit busy. Because right now
For you tomorrow.